Well, now it's time to introduce our drivers for this afternoon, and we're going to start out this afternoon with our 6,200-pound four-wheel drive modified trucks. And up number one, out of Center Cross, Virginia, driving the Footloose Chevrolet, it'll be Temple Brizendine. Up number two, out of Lynchburg, Ohio, driving the Shaker, here's Jim Moots. And out of Lancaster, Kentucky, driving her Night Train Ford, here's Debbie Sebastian.
From Midway, Kentucky, driving Fast Break, Gary Varner. From Mount Vernon, Ohio, driving the Win, Lose, or Draw, Jeff Schaefer. From Jacksonville, Illinois, driving the Illinois Farmer II, Lyndall Wagner.
From Winchester, Virginia, the current national champion, ladies and gentlemen, for 1999, driving the Three Bears team, here's Scott Smith. Out of Henry, Tennessee, he's been pulling for a long, long time, driving Big Bird, here's Nathan Replogle, ladies and gentlemen. And out of West Olive, Michigan, driving the Midnight Raider, here's James Bosch.
From Versailles, Kentucky, driving the Renegade, Galen Young. From Vincennes, Indiana, driving Child's Play, Charles Dutton. And from Harrodsburg, Kentucky, driving the Mad Dog, here's Aaron Mobley.
And out of Fairgrove, Michigan, driving Simply Red, here's Rob Foster. From Claremore, Oklahoma, Donna Webb, ladies and gentlemen, Donna Webb and the Webb Enterprises machine. And rounding out this great class this afternoon, driving Spellbound out of Livonia, Indiana, here's Tom Tremoyan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our 6,200-pound four-wheel drivers a nice round of applause. How about it?
Answer the questions, but you must have a souvenir program in order to play the game. And study the advertisement inside the front cover, Kentucky Soybean Association advertisement. I'll be up in the crowd a little bit later here and interviewing tractor and truck pulling fans. We want to find out where you're from, what kind of farm you live on, what you think about the Farm Machinery Show, and a whole lot more. So don't be shy. We'll be up in the stands here momentarily.
Attention please, Kendra Chavon, we need you to go to section 132. Kendra Chavon, please. All right, Chevrolet people, here we go. Right off the bat, up number one, Temple Brizendine. Out of Virginia comes your way today with Footloose. Oh. All right, well, let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it, folks? I'm sure they're going to change the sled, but made a nice run. Super, super run for Temple Brizendine. All 6 videos are $135. The 6 video special includes the 5 sessions plus the Thriller video. And the Thriller video is the most thrilling pulls up and the top 3 finishers in each class. The Thriller Special is also available, which are the best pulls from the 3 previous championship tractor pulls, 1997, 1998, and 1999. They are $25 each, and all 3 could be yours for $69. The sales desk is located in the front of Freedom Hall, so check it out. Jimmy Mattingly, come to the announcer stand, please. Jimmy Mattingly, come to the announcer stand, please. Jim Mattingly. Want him down here? Okay. All right, here we go now. On the line. Brizendine, one more time. right there, ladies and gentlemen. The 1999 ATPA East Coast Series point champion, Temple Brisbane. Nice run for Footloose out of Virginia. Under 228.95 to 28.95 for Temple Brisbane. Well, we talked to the driver, and he says, man, that track is tight. No doubt about it. It is really, really tight. So, here we go. And right there, as we bring him to a halt, Jim Boots and the Buckeye Shaker. On deck will be Debbie Sebastian, 0.55, 231.55. Well, I'll tell you what, she broke an axle, folks. She broke an axle is what she did. And when she broke that axle, it just went right on. No pulling but one wheel on the front and the two wheels on the back. Let's give her a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That axle let go about 125, 130 feet. She did a nice job of saving the truck from letting it go out of bounds. So tough luck for Debbie this afternoon. Debbie Sebastian, ladies and gentlemen, out of Lancaster, Kentucky, with the Night Train Ford. 167.49. 167.49. 167.49. All right, here we go now. On the line with the Fast Break Chevrolet. Come on, Chevrolet people, let's get in the program here. Of course, we've had all Chevrolet so far. No, one Ford, but how about it, Chevrolet people? Let's go. Your leader continues to be Jim Moots out of Ohio. Second, Temple Brisbane. And now Debbie Sebastian in third. And here comes Mr. Varner. Well, we tore some more equipment up there with some drivetrain problems, ladies and gentlemen. So let's give Gary Varner a nice round of applause. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Man, oh man, this Louisville track is really starting to get them. I'll tell you that right now. 0.52. 140.52. That may be a little bit of a green or a gold now. Kind of a cranberry. Changes back. This truck was painted with a special paint from Sherman-Williams Company. They paid $180 a pint for this paint. $180 a pint. It was special experimental paint. And what they did was the Sherman-Williams people, after the painting was done, would not even leave them keep a little bit for any touch-ups. They collected it all and took it away because they don't want nobody to find the secrets of this paint. So let's watch this thing change colors as he comes down the track. Jeff Schaefer out of Ohio with win, lose, or draw. Here we go. How about it? Let's give him a nice round of applause. Now look, you got blue or green, then you go into kind of a cranberry, you got a gold on the hood, several colors of Jeff Schaefer. $180 a pint for the paint. Experimental paint. Now it's green. Now the back end's blue. Now it goes purple. It changes and changes and changes. Wildest thing you've ever seen.
Butch, that's what you call a chameleon.
Yeah, the chameleon. That'd have been a good name for it. A good.
About the same thing as the Chevy, only the hubcaps are different, right?
Right.
Okay, well, listen, good luck in your pulling, and welcome back to Louisville, Kentucky.
Thank you.
Okay, Butch.
Thank you very much, Frank. And here we go now with Lindell Wagner out of Jacksonville, Illinois. He'll be driving the Illinois Farmer number 2, Lindell Wagner. On deck, Scott Smith from Winchester, Virginia, and then Nathan Replogle, Henry, Tennessee, with Let Her Rip. All right, Ford people. Where are my Ford fans? An outstanding run. An outstanding run here, folks, for the Fords. 231.93. That puts him in the number 1 spot. 231.93 for the Ford out of Illinois. Well, here we go with an outstanding Chevrolet. The Three Bears pulling team. All right, here we go now. Big summer for this young man last year. Let's watch him go to work now. Scott Smith out of Winchester, Virginia, and the Three Bears pulling team. NTPA national champion. And right there for Mr. Scott Smith and his Three Bears pulling team. 19.74, 219.74, 219 and 74 for Scott Smith. All right, here we go now. Let's watch her let her rip. Right there, folks. I don't think he ever came out in the right gear. He just more or less, RPMs never came up. He was just kind of full bore there. 1 RPM all the way down the track, and I'll tell you what, this track will take you down today. No doubt about it. It definitely will take you down. So, let her rip. Nathan Rip Replogle in the lumber business and saw business down in Henry, Tennessee. 217.5. Oh, I'm sorry, 217.88. 217.88 for Nathan Replogle.
Okay, Midnight Raider hooking up to the sled next.
And yes, and it's James Bosch. James Bosch, ladies and gentlemen, as he comes to the line here this afternoon. James Bosch out of West Olive, Michigan on the starting line with his Chevrolet machine. And he's been to Louisville before and done very, very well. So let's watch Mr. Bosch go to work here with the Chevrolet. On deck, Galen Young out of Versailles, Kentucky. And then Charlie Dutton. Out of Man, everybody's running the left side of that track, but I'll tell you what, the current leader went to the right side of the track, and he made a big, big shot there, so they see something maybe different than I do, but a good run for James Bosch. James Bosch, 221.85, 221.85, 221 and 85. So your leader continues to be Lindell Wagner at 231 and 93. Second place, Jim Moots, 231.55. In full, he always has some of the quickest ground speed of a truck when it's going. Or maybe it's just the illusion of a smaller truck pulling that big sled. I don't know what it is, but you always think that he's pulling just a little bit faster as far as ground speed is concerned than the other competitors. And we'll watch him go here in just a minute. Seems like he's always got his gearing just right. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You Dodge people in the audience. Here we come. The Renegade on the starting line. Galen Young. And problems, motor sound and not too crisp. But a brand new truck, as we said earlier, and he'll get all those problems solved, I'll tell you, as he makes his run here today. The Dodge Boys, Galen Young and crew. Let's give him a nice round of applause, folks. How about it? Galen Young. Gorgeous truck, I'll tell you. Absolutely. 86.84. 186.84. 186.84. And finished number 3 in points for 1999. So Charlie Dutton punched out over 800 cubic inches on the Chevrolet. Over 800 cubes. As we get ready to send him on his way. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about, folks, the Child's Play on the Dutton Farms. Dutton Farms Child's Play Chevrolet. There's a mouthful for you. Charlie Dutton out of Vincennes, Indiana, has made his run here. 23.30. 223.30. 223.30. For Charlie Dutton and the Dutton Farms Chevrolet.
Pit stops and everything else will come into play there. Hey, we've got a good pull going here tonight. Looks like we've got the Mad Dog hooking up there. Looks like a Chevy truck. But thanks for coming back here to Freedom Hall. This is your, what, 28th year or so?
28th year every night, and been coming 30 years.
Well, I tell you, Butch, we've really got a truck and tractor pulling fan up here of 28 years, and I'm sure there's a lot more that's been here that many years or maybe even longer.
All right, here we go now with Aaron Mobley and the Mad Dog Chevrolet on the line here out of Harrodsburg, Kentucky, as he comes rolling in here. All right, there you go, the Coleman's Lumberyard machine out of Harrodsburg, Kentucky. And Spirit Chevrolet Buick Mad Dog, congratulations on a good pull for Aaron Mobley. Everything stayed together. May not have been the farthest pull in the world, but everything's together. It always comes out a good pull. But I'll tell you, folks, I think some of the smaller motors today are a little bit advantaged here. This track is really, really pulling everybody down. You would think the bigger motors would be the ones to be looking at, but talking to Temple Brizendine over here, he's got 632 cubes. He's sitting in the number 3 spot right now with his machine right now. But anyway, the track's getting a lot of moisture coming up in it also. Here's your pull distance now, 221.37. 221 and 37. 221.37 for Aaron Mobley and his Mad Dog. All right, here we go now with Rob Foster and the Chevrolet out of Fair Grove, Michigan, ladies and gentlemen. On deck will be Donna Webb and the Webb Enterprises Ford. And then we'll have the last truck of the afternoon, Tom Jamoya. So here we go with Simply Red now as he comes to the starting line. Rob Foster, Fair Grove, Michigan, Simply Red. Right there, folks, a good shot for Robbie Foster out of Fairgrove, Michigan, and Simply Red. But right now, it still looks like that big, bad silver Ford out of Jacksonville, Illinois, still hanging in there. And I'll tell you what, Lindell Wagner has been waiting a long time to win this thing, and he's got 2 more bullets to dodge. That's what he's got to do. 2 more bullets. Oklahoma, Miss Donna Webb and the Webb Enterprises machine as she comes to the line. It used to be known as Sudden Impact, and she changed it over to the Webb Enterprises. Here's your pull distance now for Rob Foster, 219.44. 219.44. 219 and 44. So, how about it, girls? Let's give her a nice round of applause. And you ladies in the audience, let's give her some encouragement. She's going after the guys today, right here. Donna Webb from Claremore, Oklahoma. On the bubble, Temple Brizendine. Man, something wrong with that truck, I'll tell you that right now. We don't know what it was, but problems with her Ford. And Donna, not a very happy camper, I'm sure, after that run. But come on, girls, let's give her a nice round of applause. How about it? Donna Webb got a smile on her face, and that's what we want to see. Donna Webb, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Claremore, Oklahoma.
177.20. 177.20 for Donna Webb. We'd like to welcome the Menifee County
EPA this year out of Bologna, Indiana. Spellbound Chevrolet as he comes your way. And let's watch him get ready to go here as he gets ready to make his assault. The last truck of the class. 1 more bullet to dodge. And right there. But I still think it's going to be a Ford Motor Company day. No doubt about it. Let's get this distance now and make sure we got it right. .36. 226.36. And that should put him in the, I think, the number 4 spot, but we'll let the rundown come.
Okay, we'll give you.
Well, Lindell Wagner, how many years have you tried to win this pull?
It's been about 4 or 5.
And here you are, finally. Last year, if I remember right, you had some drivetrain trouble about midway down the track. Wasn't that right, or was that the year before?
That was the year before. Last year, I ended up second.
Did you? Well, a bridesmaid last year and the winner this year. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank my pit crew, Dale Kelly and Mark Leahy, and my brother. We broke the starter before we got here and worked on it over here all day yesterday, so We're lucky to get here.
Well, congratulations. Anybody else you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank Zeneca and the guys put the pool on down here. It's a great place to come, and I really enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new champion. He's never won at Louisville. Let's put your hands together for him. How about it? Lindell Wagner, ladies and gentlemen, out of Illinois. He is your champion here this afternoon. Our trophy presenters representing the Kentucky State Fair Board, Marianne Cronin, and with Zenigag Products, Mr. Jeff Kaiser. Well, Jim, I don't think you've ever been to the winner's circle before, have you?
No, I ended up with the fourth down here last year. But
congratulations. I've seen this truck pull a lot. Saw you a lot last summer. Hey, he was second last year. You got a good chance of getting there next year.
yeah, hope so. Anyways,
Anybody you'd like to thank today?
yeah, I'd like to thank Zeneca and the committee for having us down here, and thank Tom Tremoyan, TFS, does my motor work, friends and family back home, Chris Cobb for helping me here on the track.
Do you dare tell me how many cubic inches you got sitting in that motor?
That's 648.
648. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? Jim Moots out of Lynchburg, Ohio. Second today in 6,200-pound four-wheel drives. And once again, our trophy presenters, Marianne Cronin representing the Kentucky State Fair Board, and Jeff Kaiser with Zenigag Products. Temple, let me ask you something. Is it Bresendine or Bresendine?
Bresendine.
That's what I've always said, pretty much so, and I thought, well, maybe, you know, all these years we've talked about you, maybe just by chance I may have been wrong.
Yeah, it's Bresendine.
Okay, congratulations. Small motors work today.
I got every bit out of my truck I could get. There was nothing left there, so that's all you can ask for.
Well, you got 648 here, you got 632 here. The 700 and 800-inch motors just didn't do it today.
No, hooking early in the class helped a little bit, and like I say, I got all out of mine, and the two in front of me got all they had too, so we put it all to the ground.
Anybody you'd like to thank today?
I want to thank Zeneca. I want to thank the selection committee for giving me the chance to be here. It's an honor to be here, and to finish in the top three is just that much better.
Anybody from Virginia going to win the Daytona 500 tomorrow?
Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And he's not from Virginia, is he? Let's give him a nice round of applause. Temple Bresendine, ladies and gentlemen. All right. He is third here this afternoon. Our trophy presenters representing Zenigag Products, Mr. Jeff Kaiser and Marianne Cronin representing the Kentucky State Fair Board. Anybody from Virginia going to win the Daytona 500? Yeah, Dale Earnhardt. Okay.